Afyare Abdi Elmi. He's an associate professor of security studies at Qatar University. Good to have you on the show, Afyare. All right, help me understand this. Is this fundamentally about some federal states who want to hold on their right of self-determination against a weak central government that's having trouble in controlling, large parts of the country?
Well, thank you. I think the general debate is rooted in the bull and bush between centralization and decentralization. The federal government wanted to centralize power while FMSs or federal member states wanted to get more autonomy, I would say. But the practice in the past has been that the state is normally just engage all kinds of, relationships outside the country and inside the country, whereas the central government was over-centralizing in a sort of an authoritarianism model, as some put it. So here one can say that this, yes, there is a disagreement on the centrifugal tendencies of the forces in the periphery and the center.
Okay, this is a problem that is multi-layered, that there's no doubt about that. I mean, further complicating the situation is the fact that the country has a very unique electoral system, which is based on a clan-based model. I mean, the last time that the country had sort of a popular direct vote, I believe, was in the late 1960s. So you have a lot of criticism, not only from the international community, but from its own citizens. So what's it going to take to change it, or can it change?
Yes, it can change, and it was just the failure of the governments to just, first of all, stabilize the country and then come up with an electoral law that is implementable within its system. So all of the last governments, not only the Farmaajo government, but others as well, failed to come up with that. That's why we have this dispensation process where clans select few delegates that elect one MP that eventually elects a president. This is not an election, as we know. And I think that's a problem, one of the fundamental problems. At any time you have such a process, you're opening doors for all kinds of corruption. And you can't even predict what's going to happen at the level. We predicted in a report that we have given through Heritage Institute that there will be an industrial scale corruption with this process.
When you look at this impasse, there are a lot of analysts out there that have actually sort of tied neighboring countries into this. What's your take on that?
Neighboring countries has a role here. They are, if you just take, for instance, Ethiopia and Kenya, the big two, one support is the opposition groups, particularly the federal member states that are opposing the central government. That's Kenya. And Ethiopia supports the central government, where actually in the past it has helped gerrymander some of this election process in the regions. So yes, these two countries are involved, but not only them. There are also other countries, corporations and all kinds of external actors that are involved and trying to invest in this corruption project of purchasing the seat, the presidential seat. And by the way, in the past, that's what has happened, and next one won't be any different. So basically, that's what we can expect of the political dispensation coming up.
Okay, Afyare, help me understand this. I mean, when we talk about Somalia, oftentimes it's associated with the presence of insecurity. What does that term, insecurity, mean for the region, the Horn of Africa?
It has meant a lot. Somalia, when we are talking about insecurity, one of the sources of this is the so-called extremist groups that are present, and the state failure in general. There are so many non-state actors that are either criminal or political or ideological, and these have an impact on what happens also in the region, whether it's in Kenya or Ethiopia or the wider region in the Horn and Middle East. So definitely there is an impact. Somalia's insecurity means something bad also for the region and globally as well.
Afyare Abdi Elmi, thank you very much for joining us here on the NewsHour. I do appreciate your analysis.
Thank you very much.